Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Now, even though I did make a recap video for the most recent kebab stream, which covers quite a lot of information, it is always useful to go over version 4, well, new release notes, because we can see some bug fixes there, some things might have been left out from one to other, and well, it's just effectively a monthly recap. What are we in for the month of December? So, December 4th. Okay, oh, that's just the date. I wonder when the update will really come, though. It's probably next Monday. So, new champion, the first of the idols. Isophyne is the living isosphere, was constructed by the founders millennia ago to protect the Ball Realm. It's a new type of champion, the first one of her kind. I believe there are 3 more confirmed to arrive throughout the year. And we do have her full abilities, which I will be breaking down tomorrow. It does look quite intriguing. The one, negative point initially seems to be that in order for her to be a serpent counter, she does have to be awakened. So you either have an awakening gem, or we will have to look forwards to ways to awaken her. But she looks quite solid on the first glance. So event quest and side quest. So when it comes to the event quests, I am expecting or hoping for a revamp or some sort of news surrounding event quests every single month, and they never seem to come. Like, honestly, it kind of seems like Kabam has borderline abandoned the event quests. They are really not worth the effort for most of the people, especially because Kabam is refusing to even add units to the higher difficulties, which are still 2 generations behind. We have such thing as a power gauntlet, which even that's kind of outdated. And the only reason to do anything relating to event quest is like 100 tier 2 ascension dust, which again is getting less and less valuable as the more time goes along. So it's one of those things. Really wish they would do something about event quests in general, restructure them, make them at the very least quicker and more efficient. So side quest Chronoversary Part 2, it's the continuation of this month's side quest, where every week you get like a new map and you can only use the champions from the specific year. Some people like the side quest, some people not so much. I do hope that the rewards for the second part are slightly bit juicier than for the first one. On an unrelated note, this was like the absolute worst side quest for starting a mini account. Side quests are typically a very good source of rewards, but on my free-to-play account, I have hardly any champions ranked up, so it's borderline impossible to do most of these, but that's just, a bit of bad luck for me. Overall, I don't have any major issue with the side quest myself. So now we have Banquet event and a 10-year anniversary. Join us 10-year anniversary celebration. Return to the Banquet event. The celebrations will feature special calendars, quests, double track, and realm events. In the double track, we will be getting Dazzler. That launches on December the 9th. We're getting 10 free 7-star champions, which is going to be the grand 10 times 10 drop, so I'm going to talk about it then. Realm event in connection to the Banquet, obviously, how many crystals you open, and should be getting some decent rewards on top of everything. And holiday gifts. Leave a comment with a guess that you have what we will get as a holiday gift. Could be quite interesting. So we have the Banquet crystals and the accolade voting. The Banquet crystals this time around are going to be separated in 2 levels as well. One is going to be for the lower progression levels, and the second one is going to be for Thronebreaker, Paragon, and Valiant players. So it's quite interesting. First time ever they do that. We'll see the implementation of that. So we're going to have the grand 10 times 10 supply drop starting December 10th. We will each, if you are at least Thronebreaker, get the chance to get 10 7-star champions, culminating as the 10th champion being Isophyne, the brand new champion of this year, the first of idol champions. And we have 60 frames per second after 10 years. I don't know why they added this here. This is not news. This happened last month, but I mean, it is a good change. It's like the best thing that has happened to this game in quite a long while. So sure, add it again, I suppose. Anniversary Green challenges. These are going to be rough because they're going to be centered around deathless champions and rewards as well. One of the biggest challenges is going to be do an entire Necropolis run with all 5 deathless champions once we do get Thanos on our hands. And, well, that's going to be interesting, to say the least. But we're going to have to go back in Necropolis to do these ones. So that's going to be quite tricky and difficult in my opinion. But, you know, let's wait for the details. Rewards seem to be quite good for these challenges, so I am, you know, expecting to have to put in quite a lot of effort. Summoner level cap increase. We are raising the cap on summoners levels. You will now be able to reach new heights by climbing level 70 with this cap increase. We are also introducing a new way to view level rewards. On your summoner profile, you will now notice a button where the text for your summoner level used to be. This will open up 3-level reward track where you can see what rewards await you. Currently, you can see up to level 65, levels 66 to 70 being added in 2025. The climb to level 70 will take hard work and determination and is intended to be a long-term undertaking. You will need to hunt down a new resource called Refined XP, so keep an eye out on the battleground for this. Finally, alongside rewards such as item capacity increases and new cosmetic items, a number of levels between 61 and 70 will contain long-awaited additional mastery points. I believe it's 2 extra mastery points. So start hunting down Refined XP. I mean, obviously we're going to do it. It does seem a little bit brutal. They estimated about 2 months per level. So that's probably going to be a bit rough. And it's going to take over a year for sure. So that's one way to approach that. There is a menu background visual overhaul that should be live in the next update. Let's see how that looks like. And Glorious Guardian reworks. So Sentry, Sentinel, and Deadpool X-Force all have gotten updates. Modern take on Timeless Classic. Sentry now ramps more and harder. He deals ton of burst damage, converts buffs, and applies ton of debuffs. He specifically excels in longer content like incursions. That is a bad sign if I ever have heard one. Sentinel. The original X-Gene Hunter has received software update, newly equipped with stronger analysis and powerful damaging effects. Sentinel is ready to survey his opponents and stop them in their tracks. He has also a unique level 3 now that effectively resets him to full health and removes all debuffs and passives and everything from him. Kind of like Life Model Decoy, except he doesn't degen after. You can only use it once per quest, so I did like that. And Deadpool X-Force. Now empowered with Daunted and Bleed is that real word. Deadpool is skipping his way to more damage than ever before, specifically built to counter those pesky LMD using skill champs. So he's going to be a Nick Fury hater. Bugs and updates. Kabam is changed the way Armor Shatter works, kind of. They retain their petty hatred of robots, but this is now unique to them, and all 3 champions now reduce ability accuracy of armor passives as well as buffs. Okay. And there is some other half meaningful updates. They have removed Enchantress's ability to passively stun you after special 3 immediately. So there's that. There's anything else meaningful that I would say? There are few fixes to Juggernaut, and obviously he's not now nullifying his own unstoppables anymore, which they did solve in the previous month. They have fixed the size of the leader's green door, so I'm sure that the leader enthusiasts will be happy about that. Fixed an issue with Shatter's Wasp tokens applying to non-Spider-Verse champions. It's also fixed live, but it's recorded here. And fixed an issue where Camera is losing track of Defender after Special 3 while Striker's in play. That was a fun one. But yeah, one of the bigger ones, updated personal space nodes to display a timer for when the next effect will trigger. This is super important for quite a few nodes. Like personal space, weakness, you never know when that weakness exactly is going to come. And this is going to make those nodes easier to manage. So I quite like that change. Also, dealt a crushing blow to Tony's ego by removing the hero tag from Superior Iron Man. Because he ain't a hero. Right, but that's in the gist of the update. There are obviously a lot of videos still to make for Isophyne and for each of the new buffs. Again, I do have my worries. I do have things that I think could be potentially very cool. Sentinel, I always have had this kind of like love-hate relationship with, and definitely look forward to the upgraded version. Will be interesting to see which of these I can manage to acquire as 7 stars as well. So yeah, guys, leave a comment what do you think about the update and what do you think the gift is going to be. But meanwhile, that's it for now, and I'm going to catch you tomorrow. See ya. Bye-bye.
Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about